We are on board the brand new Star Princess, checking out Princess Cruises' brand new ship. Today we're going to take you on a deck-by-deck walking tour exploring all 20 decks on this brand new cruise ship. Come along as we see all this ship has to offer. If you like cruise content like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Let's go check out this awesome ship. We are starting our tour up here on deck number 20. Now this is a teeny tiny deck. Pretty much what you see in the frame here is what you have. This is a deck to just hang out, sit, and relax. It does overlook the beautiful sports court and pickleball court that is below, down on deck number 19. But we're gonna go ahead and take the stairs to get down to that deck because there is actually quite a bit down here on deck number 19. Now there isn't an elevator that comes up here, but they do have a wheelchair lift, which you will see as we are walking down the steps right here. We're gonna take a left and we are now on the walking and jogging track. So this particular track, 7 laps around here on deck number 19 will get you 1 mile. This overlooks the beautiful sanctuary deck, which is down on number 18. We're gonna take a left here. And up here on deck number 19, they have all things kind of sports and action related. So you've got a shuffleboard court right here. Something that I appreciate is they do include the instructions as to how to play shuffleboard, if this is a new game to you. They've got bags right here. Outside of, again, that pickleball sports court. So it's a basketball court, but then there's 2 pickleball courts there inside as well. Pickleball has become something that's been very popular here on the Princess ships within the last few years. As we continue to walk, the rest of deck number 19 is going to be a lot of lounge chairs and then chairs where you can sit and look out at the beautiful views. As you'll notice, there are gorgeous views up here. We're in port today, but you can kind of tilt and lean out over the water here on deck number 19, which is pretty cool. So that's 19. We're gonna go ahead and take a walk down to 18. They do have bathrooms here. There is a women's bathroom right here and a men's bathroom you can find on the other side of deck number 19. As we walk down these steps, you'll notice that there are additional loungers and additional stairs to actually get up to the back side of the sports court. But directly down this corridor here, or this promenade, is going to be the entrance into the Sanctuary Sun Deck. The Sanctuary Sun Deck is a pool that is specifically for those in the Sanctuary class, or Sanctuary suites or rooms. So you'll notice a beautiful pool deck here with lots of incredibly beautiful loungers. You do have a separate elevator to get up here and an entrance that you will need your medallion to use to get into this area. But this is just a beautiful, serene, quiet area where there is also cabanas for you to purchase. Walking out of the sanctuary pool area, we are going to take a left to get inside here. So there's a couple of important venues that you do need to see. Now there's bathrooms directly as you're going into the midship elevator bank. But as we walk in here, this is going to be the Lotus Salon and Barber Shop. So if you are here for a hair appointment, these areas will be where you can come to check in to get your hair done. You've got the midship bank of elevators, which will take you directly into the fitness center, which overlooks the Lido deck and the beautiful pool. So this fitness center has a number of different types of workout equipment. You can see it does kind of look out over that pool area. So you have elliptical machines. There are plenty of places to lift weights. And as we exit the fitness center, there is also a wellness studio where they will offer fitness classes. So there's a number of different fitness classes that are offered in the wellness studio there. Walking back outside into the outdoor area, this is going to be an upper deck with a couple of jacuzzis that overlook the main pool deck. So as we walk around this glass partition here, You can see all of the chairs kind of lined up with the towels, which is really nice. You don't have to go and check a towel out. Up here they have them laid out on the pool deck for you. And then you can see the two beautiful pools down there, and then there are also two hot tubs. There's an additional two hot tubs up here on deck number 18 as well. So lots of ways to splash here on the Star Princess. As we cross over to the other side of this deck, there's two additional hot tubs that sit on either side of the Star Bar. So this is going to be one of your main pool deck bars. And then this is where they also show movies under the stars. So you can see the big screen up there that overlook both of the pools. And that's something that Princess does quite often, is show movies on their pool deck. Always check that out on your Princess Patter. Again, plenty of additional loungers here. So if you can't find a place to lay out on the main lido deck or the main pool deck, you might want to consider coming up here to decks 18, 19, or hey, even that small deck on 20. You've got bathrooms right outside of the dome. The dome is the iconic glass structure that sits at the very front of the Sphere class. If you've been on the Sun Princess, you kind of know what this area looks like. This is absolutely stunning in here. You've got beautiful glass that covers the entire dome. This is an entertainment and performance area. This is also a pool area, a place to relax, hang out. There's some tables up here so you could grab some food and have a lunch up here. It truly is one of the most beautiful parts of this ship. We're going to take a walk down here to check out the rest of the dome and the front area as well, which is called the terrace. Now in here, they will do certain performances, but they are more like concerts on the Star Princess. That's a little bit of a change from the Sun Princess. If you know, the Sun Princess had aerial acts. Here on the Star, they're going to be doing things like candlelight concerts and more music-related events. But we're going to take a walk out here towards the terrace. Again, you have additional hot tubs. You've got two hot tubs up here, several showers for you to clean off before you do get into those hot tubs. And then you have the sea view bar. So this is another pool bar up here at the very front of the ship. There's a great view of that pool, which again, the pool is half inside, half outside, which is really great for a ship like this, which is going to be going to Alaska. So you do have some indoor water space, which is really awesome. Here's a nice view of the rest of this terrace going down to deck number 16. I love the outer decks on the Sphere class because of how much space they have. You're not really crowded into one pool deck. You have all of these little coves and these little spaces to come and catch some sun. They do have a ramp here. If you are in a wheelchair, this ramp will allow you to come down here to deck number 16 to get one of these beautiful chairs to look out. Since we did already come down the stairs inside the dome, we're here now on deck number 17, and we are going to step inside the dome and continue to walk through the lido deck to check out all of the rest of the outer deck space. Here's another beautiful view from the base of the dome. It's nice and air conditioned in here as well. So if you are in a hot climate or you have a really hot day and you want to look outside, but you don't want to be outside, the dome is going to be where you're going to want to come and hang out. They've got a seating area over here, and this is all a part of the Cascade Bar. The Cascade Bar is here. This is a craft cocktail bar where they have a lot of unique and different cocktails revolving around water. You do have an entrance and exit to the lido deck there. I'm going to just take a walk around here to make sure that you see they do have bathrooms, men's and women's bathrooms there. And then this is going to be one of your elevator lobbies right here. So this is the forward bank of elevators that we're walking through. We're going to walk directly past those to get out here to the lido deck. Here's your main pool deck, and the pool deck has a little bit of relaxation, of course a lot of water, But one of the great things is they have a lot of food options. So I just want to quickly show all of those. You have the Lido tacos, so this is a taco place here. You also have the pizza place around the corner here as well. So the Lido slice and the Lido tacos, these are complimentary or included in your cruise fare. They've got some additional food options on the other side, but something else that I do love is they do have these ice machines here. And then you have the Lido grill, so you've got your things like hamburgers, hot dogs, that type of food you can find here open for lunch. And then the last little spot is going to be the Lido greens, which will be your salad spot. There's an additional bar up here, the Lido bar, so you can grab your drinks along with your food before having the perfect pool day. As you'll notice, again, there's plenty of places to see. There's lots of places with comfortable cushions if you don't want to lay out. And then there is a lot of shade up here as well, so you don't have to be in direct sunlight. You see some of those loungers are in the direct sun that are right around the pool, and then you do have quite a few over here that are covered if you're looking for some shade. I want to walk over and just show this pool right here as well. They do have a lift to get in and out of this pool, so that is ADA friendly. And then of course you do have that massive screen for movies under the stars. The stairs will get you up to deck number 18, and then of course there are those two hot tubs there that sit on either side of the stairs. And there's one additional bar here as we're walking towards the back of the ship. This is the Mix cocktail bar. So another cocktail bar where you can come and grab drinks. And directly across from the Mix cocktail bar is going to be one of your dessert spots on board. If you come on a cruise and you like a sweet little snack, you can come up here and grab a frozen drink. This is coffee and cones. They've got gelato up here, so you can see that right there. And then of course they will have coffee, and this is where you can get your soft serve ice cream. Walking off the Lido deck, we are now in the midship elevator bank. Now the rest of 17 is staterooms with the exception of a specialty restaurant. Love by Britto is on this deck at the very, very back of the ship. So they do have a separate elevator bank that you can take to get up there, or if you come up the midship elevator bank, you will take this corridor to find the Love by Britto restaurant. This is of course an iconic restaurant that is on the Sphere class. It's all about love when you come back here. There's beautiful views, beautiful food. It's definitely a restaurant that I recommend. Well, that was deck number 17. Let's hop on down to check out some of the lower decks. We have now come down several decks to deck number 9. Now decks 10 through 16 are all stateroom decks, with the exception of the Signature Suite Lounge, which is on decks 15 and deck 16. Here on deck number 9, we are at the very back of the ship, and this is where there is quite a bit of food. So the Americana Diner, which is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, is a section of the eatery or part of the buffet, but with a little bit more variety and some options. So as you come down here, they do serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day. So you can come in here for all of those meals. They're serving breakfast right now. But this does wrap all the way around to the back of the ship. The Americana Diner does stretch then into the eatery, which is your more traditional buffet here on the Star Princess. So directly through this corridor, you are going to have a lot more options in terms of the types of food that you can find. And again, this whole section is all complimentary or included in your cruise fare. They do have coffee, teas, complimentary water and juices, as well as soft serve down here. And as we continue to walk again, you will see these shades or these blinds up here, but these will normally be open during peak meal times with different stations. So you might have one station that's serving Asian cuisine. You might have one station that's serving just salads and sandwiches and soups. You might have one that's maybe more Mexican inspired. And again, you do have the soft serve, the coffee, the water throughout this area. I do think Princess has done a really good job at offering water stations and ice cream stations throughout the ship. It's something that sometimes cruise ships can miss. There is alfresco dining outside as well. So if you do want to take your plate and eat outside on the outer decks, you can do that here in the eatery. We're going to take a walk actually directly through. We're going to walk past the midship elevators here because there is a very important spot that I do want to point out here on the left. Now, this other side of the eatery will mirror what we just walked through. So you can walk down either corridor to get to the Americana Diner. But out here is the International Cafe. This is, of course, Princess's signature or premier coffee shop. This is open 24 hours a day. They do have different things like coffees and then small bites. So you've got pastries and different options here. So you can see, and this will be your 24-hour food spot. If you're hungry super late at night, you can come here and grab some food. We are now in the Princess Piazza. So this is, of course, the main area or the main atrium here on the Star Princess. Just past the International Cafe is Alfredo's Pizzeria. This is the second of the casual dining on board. So this is for an additional charge, but again, this would be included at least once in your Princess Plus package. This is some of the best pizza at sea. If you are looking for a delicious lunch and some good pizza with some views, you'll definitely want to check out Alfredo's. Just past Alfredo's is going to be the Princess Captain's Circle desk, so their loyalty desk, as well as Future Cruise, so where you can choose those future voyages. So you can see they'll have their hours posted here on the screen. Don't forget, if you are coming to book a cruise, you can always book with your favorite travel agent. And if you don't have one, please reach out to us at jjcruise.com. This is, again, up here on deck number 9. The rest of deck number 9 are staterooms, so we're going to hop on down to deck number 8. We are now on deck number 8. Now we're at the very back of the ship in the Wake View Terrace. There's a few things here that this particular deck has to offer. One, of course, being a wake view pool along with 2 hot tubs. So you see 2 smaller hot tubs there, and then an infinity pool that allows you to look out into the wake. It's absolutely stunning. Now there's a few ways to get back here. You see the stairs there to my right, and then there's a staircase on my left. That will take you up to the Americana Diner. So you can get up here from deck 9 that way. There are also 2 elevator banks. See the glass directly in front of me that can take you from the upper decks directly down here, or you can walk through the Sanctuary Restaurant, which that's what we're going to do to get to the rest of deck 8 right now. I did want to point out there is a bar back here, so you do have the Wake View Terrace bar. But we're going to take a walk inside these doors to continue to walk all the way through deck number 8. Now here are those elevators that I just pointed out outside. We also saw those when we were up at Love by Britto, but we're now walking into the Sanctuary Restaurant. So this is, again, for those sanctuary guests in sanctuary rooms. You notice this is very, very beautifully designed in here. This is more of the main dining room for sanctuary guests, but it is reserved just for them. The other main dining rooms are below this. We'll get down there eventually. But this is where you would check in if you were in one of those rooms, and then you would eat in this beautiful dining room here. We're going to continue to walk deck number 8, and we are walking right now through the aft elevator bank. You see the stairs in front of me to get up or down. We're going to head towards the front of the ship. Now, directly outside of that restaurant, there are bathrooms. So you have men's, women's, and accessible bathrooms. Just past the bathrooms, you do have some of the princess shops. So you have Breitling over here on my right, and then on my left is going to be Sabatini's. So this is going to be the Italian specialty restaurant on board. Again, absolutely beautifully stunning, and they have delicious food in here as well. They make handmade pasta every single day for you to enjoy when you are here eating in Sabatini's Italian restaurant. You can actually see them making the pasta in the morning here. You can actually see that directly through the window. So that is the pasta being made for dinner tonight. That's pretty cool. You have another watch shop here with high-end watches. And then this corridor does lead to some of the shops at Princess. So you've got Effie right over here on my left. We are still in port, so you do have the shops that are closed. Now, this is a brand new addition for the Star Princess. They have added a non-smoking casino. So this area here is completely non-smoking. I think that this is going to be a huge hit for some of Princess cruisers to be able to come on here and play. Now, this area is just slots. They don't have tables in this area, but hey, I think this is a massive improvement to be able to come and play slots if you do not smoke and you don't want to be in smoky areas. So that is the non-smoking casino. Now, to my left, you do have some additional bathrooms, and then we are going to get into the Princess Piazza, but I did want to walk over here and just show the specialty restaurant. So this is Umai Teppanyaki. So directly through this corridor here, you do have the Teppanyaki restaurant. If you are a fan of teppanyaki, again, the food in here is very, very good. And then they do hot pot in here as well. So if you like soups, that's what these smaller tables are for. So again, the specialty restaurants that I'm talking about, the Italian restaurant, this teppanyaki restaurant, those do come at an extra charge unless you do have something in your package. So for example, if you have Princess Premier, those would be included, but you do still have to make a reservation for those restaurants. So do not forget to do that before coming on board so you can make sure to eat all of your favorite foods. Walking out of Umai, we are going to walk back into the Princess Plaza. We're going to take a left, but if you were to go right here, you'd find a few additional things that are going to be important. So you have your shore excursion desk over here. So of course, if you want to book those on-land adventures, you would do that there. And then Mikado Ocean, which is a sushi restaurant, one of the best sushi restaurants at sea. Again, this is another specialty restaurant. To the left, we do have Crooners. Crooners is a specialty bar. This is one of my personal favorites here on board. They have delicious, again, craft cocktails. There'll be live piano music in this area in the evenings. And it is just a great place to come and grab a nightcap if you're looking to wind the night down. Crooners is definitely one of my favorites. You do have the entrance to Spellbound directly off the plaza here. If you don't know what this is Spellbound by Magic Castle. What's behind the door? You're gonna have to go in there to find out. Now we're walking into the Princess Casino. Now this is your standard casino here. This is the smoking casino on board, and this is the casino that has all of the tables as well as a lot more games. So I know we walked through that non-smoking casino. This one is the much larger casino where smoking is still permitted and is still allowed. You do have all new and updated games here. You'll notice there's several different corridors and places to go where you can find games. I think I've seen more Huff and Puff on the ship than I have seen ever in my life. So if you're a fan of those types of games, you're gonna do well here on the Star Princess. Don't forget to check out their players program and always play on your medallion if you are playing to get things like potentially free cruises. Walking out of the casino, we are now in the forward bank of elevators. We are going to take a right here to get into the Princess Arena. The Princess Arena is the main theater on board the Star Princess. So this is the theater that can constantly change. They can move the seats around. It can be fully and around. It can be a proscenium stage. There's a lot of different cool shows that happen in here. You're gonna wanna check out the various performances that you can see in the Princess Arena. And don't forget to get here early to get a good seat. Sometimes the seats in the very back of the arena can be a little bit difficult to see the stage. So come and check out the production shows here on the Star Princess. We have come down one deck. The Princess Arena can be accessed from deck 7 or decks 8. Now, I just wanted to point out on either side of the Princess Arena here on deck number 7 is going to be a couple of your clubs for your kids and teens. So you have Neon Grove on this side, which is for ages 7 to 12, and then you have the Underground, which is the teen club, directly on the other side of the Princess Arena. So don't miss those because they're not right next to where the other kids clubs are. Walking out of the Princess Arena on deck number 7, again, you'll have some bathrooms here on my left, and then you will have Good Spirits, which is one of the cocktail or bar experiences here on the Star Princess. They do special cocktail shows in here that are complimentary. This is a staple across Princess Cruises, and it's definitely one not to miss when you are coming on board. Walking out of that area, we are in the forward bank of elevators, and we're going to be heading back towards the Piazza or the Princess Plaza. But there's a few additional things that I do want to show you here. The first being Butcher Block by Dario. This is another restaurant on board, a specialty restaurant that is all about the meat. The food here is absolutely delicious. It's Italian style steak. It's a very different style of restaurant, but it is one of the best restaurants that I've had at sea. It's definitely one not to miss here on the Star Princess. Directly across from that is Princess Live. This is, of course, one of the activity or entertainment spots here on board. So you might find things here like trivia, game shows, stand-up comedians will perform in this space. The space does fill up rather quickly, so this is definitely another spot to get to pretty early if you are going to come for one of the activities or entertainments while on board. They do have a bar here as well, so you can always grab a drink while you're catching your favorite show or game show on board. Directly across from Princess Live is going to be O'Malley's. O'Malley's is the Irish pub on board. Now they have expanded this here on the Star Princess. They've actually made it quite a bit larger. They added a big section there towards the back compared to the Sun Princess. They do serve food here. This is considered a casual specialty restaurant, so one that would be included in your Princess Plus package. And then the drink menu here is exceptionally delicious, so definitely one to check out here on the Star Princess. We are now walking into the Deck 7 level of the Princess Plaza. So this will be your main area, your main deck of the Princess Plaza. Now the Princess Plaza has a lot to offer. This is another area where they will have things like game shows, they'll have entertainment down here, lots of live music, and then of course, as you can see, you can sit all the way around the plaza on all of these decks, which is great. This is a place that will be very packed, very busy in the evenings, and there are also several great little venues down here as well. So Coffee Currents is one of the places that you can come for some complimentary pastries. You can see they've got donuts down there, as well as coffee drinks and coffee cocktails. So that is, again, there's several places to get coffee on board and sit and have a coffee and look out again at floor-to-ceiling glass views. Right across from Coffee Currents is Bellini's. Bellini's is the main cocktail bar here on Deck 7 for the Princess Plaza. But this is another area where they'll have cocktails, champagne. This is more of a champagne bar, but they have specialty cocktails in here as well. So this is Bellini's. There is one specialty restaurant here. This is the Catch by Rudi. So this is Chef Rudi's restaurant here on board. This is your seafood restaurant. And this is another delicious specialty restaurant here on board the Star Princess. We're gonna walk out of the Princess Plaza, continue to walk Deck 7 here. This is the midship bank of elevators. So you've got the middle elevators here. And then we're gonna walk through some additional shops. So remember we saw the Shops of Princess, which were on deck number 8. And then we do have Shops of Princess here on deck number 7. So you'll have, of course, the Star Princess merch shop directly here on my left. And this can be accessed directly off the plaza as well. Then you have more of a high-end bag shop. This is where luxury goods might be found. And then this is also, the Fashion Edit is the name of the store, where you can find maybe things that you might need, like medications, snacks that you might want. You'll find down here on deck number 7. You have another jewelry shop. You have Chanel, as well as additional fragrances, perfumes, and jewelry directly through this door. And then that does pretty much end the shops at Princess. So the shops are kind of all in one area on decks number 7 and 8. The Wheelhouse Bar is tucked back here behind the shops. It's another great cocktail bar. This is more nautical themed. And this is directly across from the Crown Grill. If you sail Princess quite a bit, you'll know the Crown Grill. This is their signature steakhouse on board. So if you're looking for that signature princess steak, you can find that here. This is again another specialty restaurant. There is not a lack of places to eat on board the Star Princess, that is for sure. As we take a right, you will see the art gallery here. So of course, hello. So of course, if you are an art collector, you'll find that down here on deck number 7, lots of art. That's where their offices are as well. Right next to the art gallery, you do have men's and women's bathrooms. And as we take a quick left here, this is where your dining rooms will be. So this is the deck 7 dining room. This is called the Celestial Dining Room. And there's one dining room below this called the Aurora Dining Room. So there's 3 levels of main dining room, the sanctuary being on deck number 8. Then you have the deck 7 and then the deck 6 as well. Your medallion and your app will of course tell you when and where you dine. And if you have reservations, you're going to be on a specific deck. So you'll want to check that out to figure out where you're going to dine. But again, the dining rooms here on deck 6 and 7, they look pretty similar. It just depends on which deck you will be on. We have come down to deck number 6. Now, something to know about deck number 6 is it's split into 3 sections. The very back elevator bank will get you to the Aurora dining room. So that will, of course, be, if you're dining there, you're going to need to take those aft bank of elevators to get you there. The midship elevators will get you to the Lotus Spa. So this is going to be your full service spa on board the Star Princess. You'll check in here and then they offer a number of different services here. So from massages to facials to various spa treatments, you can find that here. This is also where the thermal suite will be. They have a beautiful thermal suite here that if you can utilize if you do have a pass, but those typically will sell out. So if you are looking to use the spa here on the Star Princess, make sure again to reserve that early. The rest of deck 6 will be more towards the front of the ship, and that is where guest services is located, as well as the Firefly Kids Club. There is also a laundromat on decks number 6 and decks 10. There's several laundromats, self-service laundromats throughout the ship, so always take a look at your map to see where all those are located. Well, that was it. That was the brand new Star Princess. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Have you been on this ship? Is this a ship you want to go on? Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and if you want to book a trip like this, visit us at jjcruise.com. We can get you on board this very ship. Well, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. My name is Jordan. This was JJ Cruise, and until next time, see ya.